The city lights shimmered, reflecting off the wet streets as dusk settled over Manhattan. From our penthouse balcony, I watched the yellow cabs snake through shadows far below. The city's constant hum mixed with distant music from a nearby club, a New York lullaby. It felt unreal, like stepping into a movie scene. Robert, my husband, had insisted on New York, a family getaway, a chance to reconnect, he'd said. But even before Ethan, his son, arrived, I felt the irony. New York was a city of secrets, not exactly a place for family bonding. Maybe that's why I felt uneasy. My gaze kept drifting to Ethan. He lingered at the edges, stormy eyes watching, a smirk suggesting he saw everything. Ethan, my stepson, carried his secrets like armor. More distant than I remembered, the years apart had widened the gap. Yet, his rare glances my way held an intensity, almost an accusation. In New York, under the city glow, the cracks beneath us seemed sharper each day. I should have ignored him that night, resisted the pull of curiosity, but something about his quiet exit stirred something in me. Worry? Peace with his father? No, it was more. A shadow between us, something unsaid, begging to be explored. I followed him. Down the avenues I followed, watching him move through crowds with ease. Then he vanished into a narrow side street, lit by a single streetlight casting an orange glow. I hung back, trying to look casual. Then I saw it. The exchange. Subtle, but clear. Ethan meeting someone, a tall figure in black who handed him something, then disappeared into the shadows. My heart raced. What was he hiding? Why New York for secrets? My suspicions grew. Yet, the pull was magnetic. Ethan questioned everything I knew about him, Robert, and myself. New York's hidden streets deepened the secrecy, a web I feared and wanted to unravel. Following him that night was a choice leading to darker truths than I imagined. Looking back, it's strange how easily I played Sarah, the sophisticated second wife of a tech mogul. Poised, by Robert's side, charity galas, dinner parties, small talk he avoided. Years curating a flawless life, mostly it was. But Robert, complex. Career first, cities changing, leaving me to create an elegant, empty home. Marriage in public gestures, photos, events, respectable routine silence. I told myself it was enough. His distance, work first. We knew our roles. Then, Ethan, Robert's son. Ethan had been in my life since he was a teen. Cordial interactions. I organized Robert's life. He built his own, on the fringes, cloaked in mystery. Hard to reach. Quiet, rebellious, drifting in and out, cold detachment. Journalist, dangerous assignments far from his father. Conflict zones, corruption, dark investigations. It suited him. Intensity, understanding avoided truths. Careful, cautious, like someone used to secrets. New York invitation, Robert's idea. Reconnect, hollow word. But sincere, in his way. Robert liked family idea, even if he didn't get it. So, New York, backdrop for uneasy reunion. Ethan, guarded, presence unsettling. Quiet rebellion in his eyes at his father. Tension simmering, families complicated, but more to it. One evening, balcony, wine, Ethan's gaze lingered too long. Subtle, but pulse quickened. City lights, oddly vulnerable. He saw past the polite mask. How much did he see? About me? Robert? My carefully crafted life? Robert, distracted, phone and emails, missed the tension. Ethan's narrowed eyes at their past, bitterness in his tone. If Robert sensed resentment, he ignored it. Pragmatism. In that, my loneliness. One afternoon, Robert, quick meeting. Alone with Ethan in the penthouse salon. Old guidebook, itinerary. Ethan appeared. Doorway. Sharp gaze. New York's a maze. Smirk. Easy to get lost. Startled, masked surprise. Charm, isn't it? Lightly. His words stirred something, wandering alleys, seeking something undefined. Ethan entered, sat opposite. Searching for something, I love this city. Secrets. Gaze held mine, exposed, things I hid, quiet dissatisfaction, restlessness. Leaned back, eyes gleaming, room too small, air too close. Laughed, brushed off tension. We're all searching. Softer than intended. Dark chuckle, knowing sound, revealed too much. Maybe some aren't searching. Maybe we know what we want. Rose, leaving me grappling. Strange pull, disorienting, intrigue and unease. Control, shaping my life. Here, shadows, secrets, control slipping. Fascination, dangerous, alluring. Not love, allure of forbidden silent defiance, buried parts of myself. New York, unspoken words, lingering glances, not in control. Scratching surface of secrets, longed to dive deeper, feared where it led, regret curiosity. Days in New York, rhythm, not quite right. Mornings, grand plans, museums, tours, sampling New York food at small cafes. Afternoons, unraveling. Robert, calls, emails, emergencies, study, laptop. Ethan and I drift through the city. Innocent moments, undeniable tension, electric current. Each glance, casual brush in crowded streets. Why this young man, years in my life, hold over me? Shadows, doubt, temptation. One afternoon, MoMA. Heat intense, galleries deserted. Wandered slowly, footsteps echoing. Ethan stopped. Renaissance painting, unreadable. Darkness in these, low voice. Artists poured everything, fears, desires, unsaid things. Glanced at him, shiver. Not painting me, peeling back layers, words hung in air. What about you? Too quickly, deflect. Fears, hidden things. Fleeting smile, bitter. We all do, don't we? Deflection, unsettling look, hint of something. Gallery, his words lingered, pulling at my secrets. Sensed hesitation, restlessness. Museum, walked along Fifth Ave. Long shadows on buildings. Quiet, contemplative. Watched him. Hiding behind that smirk, coolness. Then, odd. Ethan paused at a nondescript overpass, glanced around, leaned against railing. Reached pocket, slip of paper. Glanced, tucked back, secrecy. Eyes darted, scanning crowd. Looking for someone? Lightly, heart thudded, thrill. No answer at first, weighing truth or brush off, shrugged. Old friend, Europe stories. Involved in things here. Vague, deeper curiosity. Friend from alley, business, apartment, near silence, lost in thoughts. Threshold, cool interior, regret, line crossed. Mystery drawing me in. Evening, Robert. Group dinner, nearby restaurant, overlooking city lights. Dinner, Robert, latest projects, software acquisitions. Ethan, disengaged, nods, comments. Gaze drifting to city outside. Robert excused himself. Call. Alone at table. Wine, weight of silence, unspoken words, unvoiced questions. Ethan turned, unreadable. Ever wonder, different? If you hadn't married my father. Off guard. How to respond. Intense gaze, challenging, daring me to reveal. Don't think about it. Hollow answer. Choices, we live with them. Soft, bitter laugh. Difference between us. I don't accept things as they are. Heavy implication. Why New York? Family vacation. Other reasons. Hidden motives. That night, sleepless, apartment corridors. Library. Antique books, leather armchairs. Apartments past. Browsed shelves, faint sound down hall, movement whisper. Heart quickened. Doorway, peeked out. Ethan slipping from room, shadows, staircase. Hesitated. Rational part, none of my business. Curiosity, something else spurred me to follow. Trailed him. City streets. Quiet footsteps. Empty avenues. Stopped near overpass, railing, waiting, hung back in shadows. Deserted streets. Tense, alert posture. Figure approached, man I didn't recognize, tall, dark clothes. Hushed tones, too quiet to hear. Tension clear. Ethan handed man small package. Chill. Involved in what? Dark possibilities, turn back, pretend nothing, compelled to stay. Morbid curiosity, secrets. Exchange over, Ethan watched man vanish, back towards apartment. Ducked into shadows, held breath, he passed. Heart pounding. Room, awake, mind racing. Who man? Package, why midnight meeting, foreign city, father's influence. Days deep in mystery. Ethan disappeared odd hours, secrecy, smirk, knew more. Each glance, pull grew stronger. Magnetic force defied reason, questioned everything. No longer bystander, observer. Entangled web of intrigue, danger. Walk away? Too late. New York secrets not meant hidden. Whatever Ethan hid, beginning. Darker truths beneath surface. Days after clandestine night, uneasy blur. Daylight, New York sparkled. Buildings golden. Lost myself in city charm. Distraction. Ethan in shadows, package, mysterious figure clung to me. Couldn't ask him directly. Robert, blissfully unaware. Business, future projects. Didn't notice tension. Ethan's gaze lingering, unspoken exchanges. Robert left room, different world. Ethan and I, dark unspoken secret, drawing me in. One afternoon, Robert, old colleague meeting, apartment alone again. Movement, Ethan's study, papers, documents, purposeful way, tense expression looking for something. What are you doing? Feigning casualness, heart raced. Uncovering secret? Looked up, surprise, guarded smirk. Research. Smoothly. Article. Piecing things. Nodded. Instincts. Not honest. Movement. Tension. Something deeper. Not journalism. Research. Man last night? Words before I reconsidered. Pulse quickened, confronted him directly. Ethan's expression didn't waver. Brief flicker, annoyance, surprise. Following me? Happened to see you. Nonchalant. Curious. Midnight strolls with strangers? Moment. Gaze held mine. Intensity, thrill, dangerously close to fear. Maybe you don't know me as well as you think, Sarah. Steadying breath. Perhaps not, but you're my stepson, Ethan. Dangerous. Right to know. Soft laugh. Dark. Cynical. Dangerous? Wouldn't say that. Reasons for being here. Nothing to do with bonding with my father. Turned away, dismissing. Watched him. Frustration and intrigue. Drawn in. Mystery deepened. Daring me to pursue truth, dig deeper. Logical warnings wanted to do exactly that. Evening, Ethan left apartment again. Pacing hallway outside his room. Torn between truth and fear. Hesitated, hand on knob, pushed door open. Room neat, too much so, no personal items. Desk, stack of papers. Top one, Robert's name. Heart raced. Legal document, trust agreement. Robert, primary beneficiary. Didn't know specifics, but Ethan's actions, father's finances. Footsteps hall, pulse quickened. Slipped papers back, window, view. Ethan entered. Paused, unreadable expression. What are you doing here? Cool tone, suspicion. Admiring view. Lightly masked tension. New York beautiful at night. Stepped closer, searching eyes. Beautiful but deceptive. Shadows, secrets. Held his gaze, strange thrill, exhilarating, unnerving. Is that why you're here, Ethan? Secrets? Smiled, didn't reach eyes. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just here to find out the truth. Words hung heavy. Unease. Ethan searching for something about father, kept hidden, entangled in search. Player in game I didn't get. Next day, Robert, urgent board call. Afternoon at apartment. Ethan and I, explore city. Credit card wink, enjoy yourselves. Study, engrossed in work. Ethan, subway ride downtown. Knot of tension, agreed. Warm afternoon, golden sunlight on city. Subway to quieter area. Ethan motioned, narrow side street, secluded overpass. Hesitated. Dangerous territory, physically, emotionally, curiosity stronger than fear. Followed him. Leaned against railing, distant look. Ever wonder, things you don't know about Robert? Suddenly, low whisper. Off guard. What do you mean? Turned to face me, unreadable. Felt like he was hiding something important. Hesitated. Doubt. Robert, distant, work-life separate. Secrets? Hadn't considered. Now, Ethan mentioned it, wondered, what are you getting at, Ethan? Steady voice. Sighed, glanced away. Nothing. Thinking out loud, I suppose. Not thinking out loud. Something not telling me weighed heavily. Frustration at evasiveness. You can trust me, you know. Softly, intensity of words. Something you're involved in concerns Robert. Want to understand. Moment, strange, vulnerable expression, torn between confiding and keeping secrets, then smile, guarded, cynical, heart-ached disappointment. Trust is dangerous. Bitter tone. Rarely worth the risk. Straightened, walk back toward subway. Watched him go, frustration and intrigue. Puzzle, desperate to solve. Danger in entanglement. Evening, sense missing something important, hidden. Returned to Ethan's room, driven by need to understand his game. This time, didn't hold back. Searched belongings, desperation. Bottom drawer, folder, documents, receipts, photos. Hands trembled, sifted through. Fragments of complex puzzle, bank statements, offshore accounts, legal papers. Ethan investigating father's finances for months, years. Photographs stopped me cold. Photos of Robert, Distance being followed. Bottom of stack, photo of me. Apartment, unaware, being watched. Chill. Stared at image, dawning horror. Ethan watching us, observing, plotting something I didn't understand. Footsteps hall, heart racing. Shoved documents back, drawer. Returned to room, compose myself. Dread lingered, growing. Thought uncovering Ethan's secrets. Realized he was uncovering ours. Secrets I didn't know existed. Secrets that could destroy us all. Walk away? Forget? Too late. Apartment felt colder. Shadows long across walls. Alone. Documents, photos, mind. Each pointed to something undeniable. Ethan's investigation, meticulous, involved Robert, me. Photo of me, cold detachment of Ethan. Watching us, me. Why? How long? Ethan returned, waiting in dimly lit library. Paths crossed often. Quiet room, unspoken words thickened air. Paused, surprised, masked it with smirk. Couldn't sleep? Casual, amused tone. No. Struggled to keep voice steady. Thought we might talk. Unreadable expression. Entered room, closed door. Dangerous calm, quiet intensity. Heart raced. Sat opposite, folded hands. Business meeting. What would you like to discuss, Sarah? Unwavering, challenging gaze. Lost for words. Accused spying, plotting. Forced calm, emotions in check. Fear hidden. Found something. Whisper. Your room. Documents, photographs, evidence you've been watching Robert and me. Why? Ethan's expression unchanged. Flicker, amusement, satisfaction. Snooping through my things? Casual, teasing tone. Yes. Refused to back down. Had to. Hiding things, secrets involve my husband and me. Deserve to know. Leaned back, slow smile. Impressed, Sarah. Didn't think you had it in you to pry. Always seemed careful, content with your role. But here you are, breaking into my room demanding answers. Stop it, Ethan! Sharply, anger rising. Just tell me the truth. What are you planning? What does it have to do with Robert? Regarded me, soft sigh, dropping facade. Fine. Cold, hard edge. You want truth? Robert isn't who you think. Empire built on lies, deceit. I'll bring it down. Stark, unyielding words. Stunned. What are you talking about? Your husband. Mocking tone. Years building fortune through underhanded deals, partnerships with shadows, offshore accounts, hidden transactions, bribery, all there if you look. Millions exploiting loopholes, using people, stepping on those who trusted him. Shook head, unwilling to believe. Ridiculous. Robert distant, not criminal. Careful facade, eyes narrowing. Built life so perfectly, never suspect a thing, but I have proof. Every shady deal, under the table payment, all there. Paused, watching me. Chill. Not family feud. Not just confront father, destroy him. Why? Trembling voice. Why do this? He's your father. Is he? Cold, unfeeling voice. Left my mother when I was a child. Left us to fend for ourselves while he built his empire. Ignored us, pretended we didn't exist, cared more about reputation than me. Now, chance to make him pay for everything. Stared at him, conflicting emotions. Anger, fear, flicker of understanding. New secrets, withheld affection, success overall. But this darker. What about me? Barely a whisper. Where do I fit in? Leaned closer, intense gaze. You're a pawn, Sarah. Innocent bystander crossfire. Play your part right, unscathed. Words hit like slap. Indignation. Pawn? You think you can use me in your twisted game? Shrugged, unbothered. Everyone's a pawn. Play along or get out of the way. Tense silence. Weight of words. Shroud. Far deeper than I thought. Drawn into game I didn't get. Danger, dread, strange exhilaration. Part of life never explored. Yearned for something darker, more than careful image. Not just thrill, risk. Confront Robert, demand answers, greater danger. Days after truth, acted normal. Every moment with Robert, suspicion. Easy smile, absent kisses, engrossed in work, all felt like mask. Desperate to tear it away. One evening, fireplace, gathered courage. Robert, ever done something you regret in business? Surprised look, soft laugh. Regret? No. Lucky career, difficult decisions, but nothing I'd change. Are you sure? Pressed, casual voice, heart raced. Partnerships you wish you hadn't entered? Paused, flicker, annoyance. Sarah, what's this about? Vacation. Really interested in my work now? Forced smile. Suspicion grew. Deflecting, avoiding, practiced ease. Philip's accusations true. That night, awake beside Robert, ceiling, trapped between two men, secrets like weapons. Philip, cold determination, knowledge. Robert, life built on foundations I didn't understand. Couldn't live in shadows of lies. Understand truth, take matters into own hands. Next day, Robert, explore city, moment alone to confront. Wandered New York, crowded streets, narrow alleys, quiet corner, edge of river, deep breath, steeling myself. Robert, need to ask something serious. Softening expression. What is it? Hiding something from me? Ruin us? Tightened face, flicker of anger. Sarah, what are you talking about? Ethan. Name left lips. Watching you, investigating business, illegal transactions. Empire built on lies. Cold expression. Side of him I hadn't seen. Ethan always had grudge, jealous, bitter, trying to tear us apart, ruin everything I've worked for. And you're letting him? Pang of guilt, pushed on. But is it true, Robert? Hiding something? Hardened gaze, chill. Some things are better left buried, Sarah. Some truths do more harm than good. Shiver. Never get straight answer. Man of secrets, deception. Truly alone. Evening. Confronted Ethan again. Heart pounding, river edge. You were right. Trembling voice. He's hiding something. Dark. Unreadable expression. Now you see, Sarah. Now you understand why I'm doing this. Deep breath, mind racing. But I can't be part of this, Ethan. Revenge, game, I can't do it. Cold, calculating smile. Too late, Sarah. You're already part of it. From the beginning. Surge of panic. No way out. Trapped between two men, pawns, piece in game I didn't understand. Darkened river, life, choices beyond my control. Forces at play darker than imagined. Wait, helpless, shadows closed in.